Rescue 3 to command, to be advised. It looks like on the Delta corner, Delta side, we do have an imminent collapse. We have imminent collapse.
Engine 5, TAC 1.
Squad 3, TAC 1.
Alarm to all units responding. This may be 1801 Mesa Vista. It's going to be just behind that quick tracker right around Golden Pride.
Engine 13, TAC 1. Squad 2 en route, TAC 1. Engine 3 en route.
We were returning home from a previous call for service and ended up being dispatched to another call for service for a fire.
So we were the first arriving pumper on scene of a 4-story building that was heavily involved with fire.
I was able to take initial command and started placing units in the proper order to try to start getting water on the fire.
Rescue 3 is on scene of a small, looks like multi-story residential structure. We got a working fire in progress. All units continue in code 3. Rescue 3 has central command.
We had some initial challenges that we were faced with. There was a dead hydrant on the corner.
We, along with the other engines, were able to compensate for that and had to shut down a large 6-lane road to have a connect to a hydrant.
We ended up calling a second alarm and going defensive fairly early on.
Command to all units, we got a fully involved multi-story structure. This looks like an abandoned structure at this time. We have heavy smoke activity. We're going to be going defensive.
We started flowing high flow water, had three 2.5 lines flowing plus 1 3/4 inch just for protecting exposures. We set up the mercury, which worked really good.
We got units on the corners of the building and started using deck guns and ground monitors to apply large amounts of water to try to just get ahead of the fire.
We're gonna set up our deck gun off of engine 11. Okay. Are you good at that? Yeah. Okay.
Command 2, battalion 2.
Like right here.
Copy.
My response was from about 4 miles away. It felt like eternity to listen to the radio traffic. It was just back to back, bumper to bumper all the way from Central to Lomas.
Battalion 1's arrived.
Once I made it on scene, I had some issues. You know, I tried to get to the address side of the property and ended up getting stuck behind some hose lines, so I had almost no visual of the fire.
Be advised, we're gonna have to start blocking traffic here. Command alarm, can you dispatch APD for traffic control?
Alarm, we're direct. We're going to get PD en route for traffic control.
Safety to command, we need P&M ASAP. We've got multiple power lines involved in the north end.
You can start seeing the building, the stress on the building was starting to kind of move in different directions, and it started to sag. The upper story kind of started to lean over. We established some collapse zones. Within seconds, it just kind of collapsed in on itself.
Command, just be advised, it looks like on the Delta corner, Delta side, we do have an imminent collapse. We have imminent collapse. Command to alarm, we do have a collapse. The building is down.
Charlie Delta to command. We're going to move some hose lines a little closer. This first and second floors have fallen.
Our crews did exactly what they were supposed to do. You know, when they were in defensive, they were out of the collapse zone. And we identified that was collapsing with enough time anyway to get people out of the way. And I think it was, it was a good job on Rescue 3 to announce it and make sure everybody was clear.
Go for safety. Hey, we're getting a pretty good hold on this. Things are looking a lot better. Also be advised, PD, advised they got an all clear of the eastern exposure. That's really the only exposure issue at this point, and it's all clear for PD.
You know, the guys did a great job. We got the initial setup doing pretty well. There's a little bit of confusion, obviously, but making that call to go defensive was absolutely critical. And I was proud of those guys. I responded back to the same scene. We actually went 3 times, I believe, and basically the same approach. By that time we knew exactly where we wanted to stage. I had a much better command position. We really investigated the structure stability, and we knew where we could be and where we couldn't, and we were able to get that next fire out safely but even though we had to penetrate the structure a little bit more, actually from the roof.